First of all, I would like to say thank you to all of you here today for coming to listen to me, and for those who's watching the video, also thank you for watching. And because I know you have very busy times, busy schedules, and time is very valuable to all of us. So today we will talk a little bit about how do we get more success in life. Because in life, we can have many problems, difficulties, even sometimes different crises. So how do we deal with this? How do we get enormous success? So that we will use the next, I think, about 10 minutes or so to give a little bit ideas. Now, how do I consider, how do I look at it? What can we do to get maximum possible success in our life or in our business? So, but first, let's look at what is success. What do we consider success? Many people, they will consider that success is materialistic. So we call it financial success or material success. This is to have more money, to have a bigger house, better furniture, better clothes, bigger watch, etc., etc. Now, other people, they are also looking at what we call non-material success. This we call happiness. How do we get more happy in life? So this is our health, our fitness. How do we feel mentally? Do we enjoy life? Do we wake up in the morning and we say, wow, life is great. I love living. So that is non-material. So we will talk now today about how do we achieve more material success and non-material success. So of course, to have this, we first of all have to have a goal. We have to have material goals and non-material goals. But when we go towards these goals, whatever they are, to get more money, to get $1 million in the bank, or to get the dream house of our life, or the dream car, or even the dream husband of our life, or the dream wife of our life. Towards that goal, there will be many barriers. The bigger the goal, the bigger the barriers. So how are we going to deal with them? So in my experience in my life, I consider there's 3 things we got to do if we want to break through all the barriers and actually arrive at the dream. So what are these 3 things we got to do? So I sometimes call it success formula. So what is the formula? How to achieve more success. Sometimes I call it the anti-crisis formula, because the situation is the same. Because we have many crises in our life. The world recently have experienced a world economic crisis. How do we deal with that one? But we can also have crises in the family. Husband, wife can fight a little bit. We can have crises with the children. We can have all kinds of health crises, etc., etc. So the first point which we have to do, which is not an easy one. It's very easy to say and very difficult to do. And that is called optimism. Now, what do we mean with optimism? That means we have to have a very optimistic look at life. We have to believe we can handle things. We have to believe we can achieve things. And here I don't mean hallelujah, that there is no problem, everything is great, etc., etc. What we talk about here, it is practical optimism, realistic optimism. That means when we see the barrier or we see the problem, towards whatever we want to achieve, we believe, we know deep inside, so I can break through that barrier. Exactly. Even how to deal with telephones in the middle of a little briefing here, that we also have to deal with optimism, So, but we got to be optimistic. Now, what is the opposite of optimism? That is pessimism. And Winston Churchill one time said, very interestingly, what's the difference between an optimist and a pessimist? And he said, a pessimist, he sees only difficulties in every opportunity. So when there is an opportunity, he will say, well, we cannot do it because of this, and oh, this is difficult, it cannot be done, and blah, blah, blah. All the time he will say why we can't handle it. Now, an optimist, he sees opportunities in every difficulty. So even if there is a difficult situation, he's saying, now what are the opportunities here? So recently I read an article that was actually from Russia, in St. Petersburg of Russia, that said that the car industry of Russia is now having a serious problem because the car sales has dropped 50%, from 500,000 cars sold to only 250,000 cars sold. So if you are a pessimist and you read this article, what do you see? Well, life is bad, we cannot do anything, there's not enough clients, nobody has any money, and they don't even call anymore to try to find the clients. Now, an optimist, how will he read the articles? He will go, wow, 250,000 people is buying cars, that's a lot of people, where are they, who are they? And he will run out, to actually find these 250,000, because he believes you still can do something. So that's what is the first factor. We got to believe we can handle it. It's the same as a boxer who goes in the ring. What if he doesn't believe he can win? What if he's in doubt? He believes the other guy will knock me out. He has already half lost the match. Any sportsman gotta believe they can win. So this is the first factor. Now, but of course, optimism is not enough to solve any problem, any situation, or achieve anything in life. We gotta go to the second part. We got to be very smart. If we are not smart, then we are stupid. Now, and what do we mean between being smart and stupid? So, stupid people cannot solve problems. They cannot understand the problems, they don't see them the way they are, and they don't know what to do with them. And of course, they're not very optimistic. Or unless they're totally blind, they say, well, there's no problem, they don't even see it in the first place. Now, smart people, or we can also call it intelligent people. What can intelligent people do? Intelligent people, they can see the problem the way it is, and they can solve problems. So people, every person on this planet, are very intelligent in some areas of their life and stupid in other areas. But this is for all human beings. I don't know any human being who is intelligent on everything. Or the other one who is stupid about everything. Somebody has that, we call it strengths and weaknesses. So you can have a very clever businessman who is so smart in making money. He's so intelligent. His pocket is full of cash all the time. But at home, he's a little bit stupid because he has problems with the wife, problems with the children. So there he cannot solve the problems the same way as he solves the problems at work. So how do we become very smart? Or how do we become more smart? So of course we have to become smart on the right things. And the solution to become smart, it is to study, to learn things, to get more knowledge, more information. But of course we have to study the right things. So if we study the wrong things, it will not make us more intelligent. So that means, but what should we study? So as an example, if I want to be a professional salesperson, that means I want to go out, find good clients and convince them to buy my products or services. So how do I become a smart salesperson? I have to study two things. That's all, only two things. If I study those two, I will become very successful. And I will have more material success as a salesperson. I will make more money, plus I will have more fun as a salesperson. So what are those two things? First of all, we have to study what is successful, what works, what gives results. And second, we have to study what doesn't work, what does not give results. So what is successful and what is not successful? We have to know this so well. So we all the time have to analyze, does it work? Does it not work? Etc. Like sports people, what will they do if they have a match? After the game, they will watch the video and they will analyze what was working and what was not working. And after we know what is working and what is not working, now we start to become more and more smart. But to be smart, of course, is not enough. You can be very intelligent, but what if you don't do anything? We have people sitting at home, they know everything, but they don't do it. So that brings us into the third part of the formula. And as I guess you can imagine, both the viewers on the video and those of you who are sitting here today, we need action. Because without action, we have nothing. If we don't do things. So the professional salesperson, if he doesn't visit the right client, because a professional salesperson, he first of all needs to find out who are the best clients for my company. Who are they? Where are they? And you got to find them, go out to them with lots of action before your competitors get there. Because if your competitors get to them before you, then of course you don't get the contract. So we need action. And we need to be very energetic people. Because if we're not energetic, we will not get anything. I have never seen lazy people who sit at home surfing the television channels or playing solitaire on the computer, getting huge success in their life. It is either financial or it is happiness. So we need to be very energetic, very active people. And there's a little old saying actually that in Africa, when an antelope wakes up in the morning, he knows he has to run faster than the fastest lion. Otherwise, the fastest lion will catch him and he will eat him. Now, the lion, when he wakes up in the morning, he knows he has to run faster than the slowest antelope. Otherwise, he gets no food today. So in Africa, when the animals wake up, they know, I better start running. And when do you start running? From the morning. You cannot come to work in the morning tired. Think, oh, boss, I'm a little bit tired today. Let's first have a cup of coffee, then I will see what to do. Maybe I should check my emails a little bit. Maybe I should take a little computer game first, and slowly we get into action. That's not the way to huge success. No, action, it is when we create a momentum. We get started, we start running, and things start to roll. So we have the snowball effect, the inertia. They start going faster, 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 faster. So as example, a professional salesperson, how does he get in action? If he looks, he has to go out and do a big contract. So, oh shit, this is very difficult. He probably will say no, etc., etc. How to deal with it? What do? You got to get in action and be very smart with your action and be very optimistic. All you got to do, find a small contract. Sell something for $100 or even for $10 if necessary. Find something you can sell, but get in action and sell it. When you have this one contract, now you go to the next one, maybe $12, a little bit more, and then you boom, boom, build it up. And now the more results we have, the more energy we get. We get stronger, stronger, stronger. And now we analyze every little sale we have done. And then until we get smarter and smarter and smarter. And we now believe our confidence is growing and we get further and further. So I hope you enjoyed my little talk here today, for the viewers on the video and those of you sitting here. And I hope that this little formula actually can help you personally, whoever you are, because I am sure that many of you, both the viewers and you sitting there, you have dreams. You have something you have not achieved yet. There's something that you think in the back of your head, wow, I would love that, whatever it is. In our personal life, our health or our fitness, our happiness, or in our family. How to spend more time with the children or get the bigger house for the family, whatever it is, or business. You want to make your business grow or make it more profitable, find better personnel, find better clients. Whatever our dreams are, whatever we want to achieve. And I hope that tomorrow, or even starting today, you take 3 pieces of paper. On these 3 pieces of paper right now, how am I going to be more optimistic? What can I do to become a more positive person? I will just give you one little tip that always has helped me in terms of becoming more optimistic. First of all, read lots of books from very optimistic people, people who are successful, because the books that we are reading, that's our mental diet, the things we put into our mind. What do we put in there? And second, spend maximum time you can with very optimistic and successful people. And this is a very simple process. So if I want to do more fitness, who should I spend most of my time with? With people who do fitness, because they will influence me also to do more fitness. But if I spend a lot of time with people who never do fitness and who only lays down, then it will not inspire me to do more fitness. And this will help me to be more optimistic about whatever I want to be more successful in. And second, to become more smart, again, read books. Find the right books to study. on the subject you want to be more successful in. If you want to be a better boss, director of a company, read books from directors, how to do it, learn from it, go to find successful directors, how do they do things, analyze their mistakes, your mistakes, etc. And get very, very busy. We have a wonderful life, but this world belongs to the active people who do the right things, who are very optimistic. And then one day, when we look back at our life, we can say, I have a great life. I love my life. And that's what we want to achieve. So again, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Have a great life.